My background is I studied at the Royal College of Art in London and became an artist and worked as an artist. And about 15 years ago I started teaching at Central St Martin's part-time, teaching graphic design and design in general. And I found that that if the students' thinking was interesting, then their work was interesting. So we began to focus a lot on techniques for getting the students to think and work in interesting ways. So we focused a lot on methods and techniques that the students could use. And that kind of developed into me really teaching creative thinking, which could be applied to graphic design, but also fashion or architecture or any of the disciplines at Central St Martin's. So really it's very much focusing on the thinking of a designer or focusing on the thinking of a person, and then whatever field they're working in, their work will be interesting. My book, Ideas Are Your Only Currency, that came about, it sort of grew out of the way I teach at Central St Martin's, where we found that if the students had a 2-week project, they didn't do very much for 13 days, and then on the last day they worked really hard. So we started setting them little short projects at the beginning of a longer project just to get them going, and we found we really liked what they did for the quick projects, because they didn't have time to go and reference or look on the internet. They had to work really quickly and find things from their own head to work with. And we found that quite interesting, so we set more and more quick projects. And the book, Ideas Are Your Only Currency, is really like me trying to put a lot of those projects into one book. So it's a kind of book that every page has a different project, and you can work in it and do the project on that page. And similarly, my book, The Art of Creative Thinking, came about from trying to put down in a book all the methods and techniques that we teach the students at St Martin's, all the kind of creative techniques, the thinking techniques. I tried to put it down in a book, so I was thinking really of my students and how they would be able to refer to it if they were stuck on a project or if they felt blocked. So it's really, The Art of Creative Thinking is, it's about 87 chapters, and each chapter focuses on a technique or a method for getting ideas. And so that, again, it grew out of the teaching at Central St Martin's.